All right. Oh, he wants his snack. I'm trying to get my co-host, Charlie. My co-host, he's not the best co-host. He's the only co-host I have. I mean, I love to have guests, but it doesn't happen very often. Boy, there he goes. Goodbye, co-host. Goodbye. Come on, back up. Come on. What are you doing? Come on, Charlie, get up here. Come on. It's time. It's time for habit hack number 179. Good boy. All right. Here we go. He does not like the way the seat is right now. Okay, can you stay? Wait. Good boy. If you guys could see him, let me show you. All right, let me show you. He's like barely sitting on this seat. That's his problem. He's like, there's not enough room for me. Okay, so why do I have headphones on in the house? Well, I just came from inside. And so today's habit hack, I was thinking about today's habit hack, and it was all about change is going to create discomfort. So today's title, let's see, there will be discomfort. You know, like there will be blood, there will be discomfort. There will be discomfort. So even though my habit hacks, many of them are do as much as you can to not create discomfort or too much pain, because your limbic system does not like to be in pain or fearful. So frequency, you need to make sure that there's not very much pain in the beginning. And why is it so important that there's not a lot of pain in the beginning? Because change is painful. So endurance, when you start getting into endurance, you're going to start creating pain. And intensity, for sure, with anything, is going to create pain. So today I came home and I was like, all right, I've been at work way too long. And so I'm going to go home. I'm going to get, we already ran this morning 3 miles. And so I was like, we're going to go on our evening walk. So it's not going to be intense. And then I had a whole plan of all my habits. But lo and behold, I pull up to my house, which is, you know, in not the best neighborhood. And before I got an artist, Sept and Corn kills it, but Sept and Corn did a project together on my garage, and it stopped the graffiti. So I have not been hit up for 5 years. Lo and behold, I pull up and boom, 5 years was the limit. And so there was graffiti on my garage doors that has beautiful art. And so I was like, Gert, there goes my co-host. Gert, now I had to stop everything. And because anybody who lives in a neighborhood where you have graffiti, Charlie, come up here. Our show's not over. Come on, sit. You got to get better at this. You know, you can't just get bored. You can't just get bored and leave the show. He's like, I'm so bored. This is stupid. He's like, I do not like change. Oh, wait, what? Snacks? Wait, what? Snacks? Okay. I'll show up for a snack. I'll show up for a snack. All right, this is the story of my life. Okay, so it's not the story of my life. Here's what happened. So I had this whole night planned with my practice, and I was going to get to bed early because my recovery has not been great for the entire week. Well, it's only Tuesday, but it hasn't been great. Friday hasn't been great. Saturday, not great. Sunday, Monday, not great. So I had this whole plan of getting this done. And when you get graffiti in a neighborhood that graffitis, you have to cover it up very quickly, because the opposing graffiti people will start to cross off and tag on top of it. So I had to go straight to Home Depot. We went to Home Depot, right? You were a good boy. And did not get the same color matching paint. Sorry, Sept. It was like, I felt like I was tagging on top of his beautiful artwork, but I had to cover up the black graffiti. And you know what? I'm going to post the progress. It's not that great. I might actually reach out to Sept, and maybe we'll do a whole new one. I think it's time for a whole new artwork on my garage doors. But but I had to cover it up. And so that took a couple hours, like 2.5 hours. And so now here we are at 8 something at night, and I was planning on going to bed around 8 something at night, and I haven't even gotten any of my habits done. And so I wanted to tell you that with any kind of habit, in the beginning, you are going to have discomfort because creating frequency is uncomfortable. Why is it uncomfortable? Because you're creating a change. And anything that is a change is painful. We do not like change. And so that's why in the beginning, you make it very easy so that change isn't as painful as it normally would be with the discomfort of, like, think about stretching. There's pain in stretching, but eventually you start to get used to that kind of discomfort, and then you enjoy the fulfillment of better longer length of your muscles and just a balancing of your body. Think about working out. There's pain the next day or two with the lactic acid buildup, but then eventually you crave that pain. Spanish, I'm trying to learn Spanish, and there's pain in trying to speak Spanish and messing up the verb tense and masculine and feminine, but you have to go through that pain to get better. Anything that you're doing, anything that you're trying to create a habit, there's going to be some kind of pain. Anybody who says there's not going to be any pain, that's snake oil. Don't buy it. That's a snake oil remedy. It doesn't work. It's not going to happen. So the change that you are trying to get to, so was today's change for me. So I wanted to go to bed, but I had to go paint my garage, and I'll show you guys. I'll send it. Look for it. I'll show you how bad the graffiti was. They actually were very courteous graffiti taggers because they could have really made it hard, but you could tell they were very respectful of Sept signature. They were very respectful of like the little note, the 16th note that was in there. Actually, it was a quarter note. Sorry, let's get technical. And yeah, so they kind of squashed it in the bottom, and it, I didn't have the color paint, so it's not the greatest, but I'll show you. But here's the part of discomfort. I have been doing these habits for well over 1.5 years, closer to 2 years. And it is uncomfortable for me to not do them. So when you're creating a habit, discomfort in the beginning, but when you do it every single day, you are uncomfortable not doing them. Why are you uncomfortable? Because now it's part of who you are. And not doing them is a discomfort because you are no longer the person who does not do your habits. You're no longer the person that doesn't work out every day of some sort, stretch, core, bike, run, whatever. You're not the person who doesn't practice your guitar every day. You're not the person who doesn't practice Spanish on Duolingo every day. You're not that person who just comes home and watches TV. Well, I was never that person. Oh my gosh, I'm so bored. Oh, I hate being a co-host of this dumb show. I'm also Charlie's voice, by the way. I was Barley's voice, I'm Charlie's voice, that's just what I am. So today's habit hack, 179. Get used to discomfort. Anytime you're creating a habit, the change is going to be uncomfortable. Once you've created the habit, not doing the habit is uncomfortable. And so, because that would be another change, it's no longer who you are, not doing that habit because it's part of who you are. So that's it. That's today's habit. How much time do we have? Woo! That was a long one. I've been trying to keep it under 6 minutes, but it's Charlie's fault. I blame Charlie. All right, you guys, I got to get to my habits, and I have to get some sleep. And this guy, I don't know, he's giving me stink eye. It's the best we can do. 2 days in a row. I'll see you guys tomorrow.